Hello, I'm Doyle Webb, Chairman of the Republican Party of Arkansas, coming to you today from our headquarters at 1201 West 6th Street. We've had a lot of questions about how do I become a delegate to the Republican National Convention, and I want to take the next 5 to 10 minutes to explain to you that process if you're interested. Well, as you know, we've got an exciting primary coming up on May 22nd. We will have 4 candidates on the ballot for president at that time, along with all of the other races up and down the ballot. But if you're interested in running for delegate, let me tell you what you need to do. Between May the 7th and May 21st, you should file to be a delegate to the Republican National Convention. Now that is step 1. Where do you file? You file here at the Republican State Headquarters. The filing form is on our website, or you can come by here and pick one up. Now it's more than just filing. You have to do 2 additional things. First, you have to pay a $150 filing fee to qualify to run as a delegate or an alternate. And secondly, you must declare which presidential candidate that you would support if you're elected a delegate or an alternate. So you have to designate who will receive delegates in that May 22nd primary. That may be a little bit more difficult than you think, because at this point I couldn't predict who will win the Arkansas primary or by what percentages of votes they will. So file between May 7th and May 21st. Now if you filed between February 23rd and March the 1st to participate in the special county convention, then you will attend that at your county committee meeting, which you will receive notice of in May. And at that meeting, delegates will be elected to the special district conventions. Now, just because you're elected a delegate at your county convention to a delegate to the special district convention, that does not mean that you're a delegate to the Republican National Convention. That simply means that you're going to have the right to vote for the delegates and alternates that are selected at the special district convention. Now at that convention, there will be 4 around the state, one in the 1st Congressional District, one here in the 2nd, one in the 3rd, and one down in the 4th Congressional District. They will all occur on June the 9th, and anyone that is elected as a delegate to that special district convention will be given notice of the time and place of that convention. Now, if you filed as a delegate between May 7th and May 21st, your name will appear on the district convention ballot in the district in which you reside. And it will also appear later on at another event as well. Let me tell you that there will be 3 delegates and 3 alternates elected, and how those are determined will be based on the vote that our candidates for president receive statewide. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. If a particular candidate, XYZ, carries one of the congressional districts, maybe carries the district that you reside in, then that candidate will receive all 3 delegates and all 3 alternates. In other words, all 3 delegates and all 3 alternates will have pledged their support for that particular candidate if that candidate carries the district in which you reside, that whole geographic area. That will be important, and that will be interesting to see how that works out proportionally here in the state. Now, if you're not elected a delegate or an alternate, or maybe you were elected an alternate and you really want to be a delegate, you have another chance. Because at our state committee meeting, which is on June 23rd here in Little Rock, we will elect 21 delegates and 21 alternates. And they as well will be apportioned by the vote that candidates receive on May 22nd. Now, for a candidate to qualify for even a single delegate at the state committee meeting, that candidate must receive at least 15% of the primary vote statewide to receive a delegate and an alternate. If a particular candidate receives a majority of the vote at the primary, then they will receive all the other delegates, with the exception of those that received at least 15%. Okay? Now, if the majority doesn't occur by one candidate, it gets to be a little bit more confusing and probably will take more time than we have here today to explain it. But trust me, it will be done on a proportional basis based on the popular vote on May 22nd, and we'll make that determination. Let me tell you, you do not have to be on a county committee. You do not have to have filed during the February 23rd to March 1st filing period to run as a delegate. You can just be a great volunteer or helped with a particular candidate in the past and run for delegate. The key is to file from May 7th, May 21st, pay the filing fee, and designate which presidential candidate you're supporting. On that same day at our state committee meeting on June 23rd, the committee will certify the delegates as our delegation to the National Convention. We have 36 delegates and 33 alternates. Now, we have 3 additional delegates because our National Committee woman, Rita Hamilton, our National Committee man, Jonathan Barnett, and myself are automatic delegates, but we do not have alternates to replace us. So we will have 36 delegates, 33 alternates that will be certified, and that group of individuals will meet that day to organize into the convention delegation. The delegation will elect a chairman, a secretary, and designate a man and a woman to serve on each of the committees. Now let me remind you that the convention is from August the 27th through August the 30th in Tampa, Florida. A delegate or an alternate will be responsible for all of their costs and expenses, their travel there, their travel back, their hotel expense, and of course food and other things that you might want to do. There will be a hotel designated as the Arkansas Hotel that you'll be able to stay in, and we will have a block of rooms for that hotel once it's designated. Also, if you're elected a delegate or an alternate, you certainly have the right and the privilege to bring a guest with you, and we'll have a guest pass for that individual so that they can get into the convention and have that great experience as well. Convention guests do not sit in the same location as alternates or delegates, but we will spend some time exchanging passes so that even a guest will be able to get down on the convention floor if they wish to do so during the convention time. It's going to be a great event. This will be my 9th convention. My first one was in Detroit. I was 25 and had the privilege of voting for Ronald Reagan as our nominee for president when he was elected that year in 1980. It's the Super Bowl of politics. If you enjoy politics, you'll enjoy the speeches and the camaraderie, the fellowship, seeing fellow Republicans from all over the country. Just go to our website, arkansasgop.org. Look and see if there's any other information you need, but the steps are laid out there for you just as they are here. If you have a question, call one of us here at the state headquarters and we'll be more than happy to help you. Encourage people to run. You know, we need to, this delegation needs to reflect the richness that is Arkansas and the diversity that is Arkansas. So I hope you'll file, look forward, participate in all that's going on, and let's go beat Obama in November.